Here we go. Today I'm going to teach you how to tie my R&M Leach, aka the Rabbit and Marabou Leach. And this is the jig style. So, to start, our hook in the vise is a Hanuk H450BL Jig Superb in size 12. And the bead is an orange 1/8 tungsten bead. And the materials you'll need for this fly are lead wire, small or extra small red wire, marabou, rabbit dubbing or rabbit fur, and yeah, that's it. So I'm going to start by wrapping my lead wire around the hook in order to seat the bead. Then next, I'll take my UTC 70 black thread and wrap around the shank to start. And then we're going to wrap up to the head. And then you can cut or break your thread free. I'm going to cut. Next, you're going to want to wrap down to the bend of the hook. And then from there, you're going to grab your marabou. And you're going to want to find yourself a feather with fine tips that's hopefully not shredded up towards the end, which I just found. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to wet it, and for that I'm just going to use a bit of spit. This one might be a little bit thick, but measure it to about your hook length, then take that back and tie it in. This one might be a little bit thick. Oop. Just gonna want to make sure that you have it on the hook shank just the way you want it to be on the hook shank. Then wrap up towards the head. Grab your marabou, pull it back, and tie it off. Then you can cut it as close as you can get to the hook shank. And you just want to cover that up with some thread wraps. And then wrap your thread back to the hook bend. This one's going to be a bit thick, but it still shows the purpose. And you're going to take your red wire. This is small red wire, ultra wire to be exact. And you're going to tie it back to the start of your marabou. Make sure you have it tied in very well. Then I'm just using a piece of a rabbit strip for the dubbing, and I'm tearing off little pieces and putting them on the thread. And then wrapping it up to the head slowly but surely. This fly produces, if you watched my last video, this is the fly that I was using, and I caught quite a few fish on it. You just have to be careful because this is a barbless competition hook. You can use any jig hook, any size, any bead, but I personally am sticking to this. And now that we have that all done, you're going to want to counter wrap your wire up. And also, if you guys have watched any of my other fly tying videos, and if you guys are paying close attention, you might notice that I got a new vise. It was my birthday a couple weeks ago, and I actually got a Renzetti Apprentice vise. It's a great vise. I love it so far. A really good travel vise. Helicopter your wire off. And you might want to grab a little bit more rabbit fur just to finish up the head here. And then you're going to want to take a 5 to 6 or a 3 to 5 turn whip finish. I usually go with 5, and you can do multiple. I'll do 2 just for the sake of it. You can always throw a few wraps of super glue in first. And then, of course, cut your thread or break it. And take a dubbing brush and brush it out to make this fly look extra buggy. There you go. That is how you tie the R&M Micro Leach. Fish on, guys.